That stuff matters, carved in stone. Every stitch and every tone. Living, loving, grinding through all the nerdy things we do.
What's up, guys? Welcome to That Stuff Matters. We are back. I haven't done an intro or episode, just me talking, in a few now, maybe a month. It's been a while. And there's reason for that. I've been too busy. I think sometimes I say I need to learn to say no. Do you struggle with that? Do you struggle with saying no? It's hard. I see something that I know I can help, and I feel this overwhelming obligation to go help, and then I get behind. But it's been going really crazy. With that, I'm learning to say, no, I can't. I'm not good at it yet. But, there are some things that I haven't been able to do, haven't been able to work on. I've had to take a step back from a couple things. It's just been crazy. And I think, introducing this has opened my eyes, of course, to how other people do things and how other people keep it going. It's tough. It's tough out there, isn't it? I hope that I continue to learn as I keep getting older. That's really important. I hope people that are watching this could just continue to learn and grow and give back where you can. That's what's important. So, been super slammed here. I haven't talked to you in a minute, like I said. So, a couple things that I've been doing is I started coaching football again. So much fun. I just was presented an opportunity again that I couldn't say no to, and it's my nephew. And I love these kids. I love my nephews and my nieces, and the opportunity. You only get so many chances in life to actually spend time with your family. And I think I learn that more now as I get older, and I think back on like missed opportunities. And this particular team, they just had a great group of kids. They got a great group of dad coaches, but the dads are all busy too. We're all busy. Everybody's so busy. It's crazy. But there were going to be some weeks where, they couldn't be at practice every day, and they might have to miss, this or that, and they could just use an extra hand. And I said, man, I would love that. And it's been so much fun just to coach a group of kids where it's not my kid playing, because I realize that when my kids play, I'm way too into it, and way too fixated on what my kid is doing, and how can I get more out of them, and maybe I was a little bit over the top with them a lot of times when I coach them. No regrets, but and I think my kids would tell you too that they appreciate that I was harder on them, because it did help them as they became older. They understood what was required to be successful at anything. But coaching this third grade football team has been an absolute blast. We've got 19 kids on the team. They're all great kids, and they've all got their own personalities, and you get to interact with each one a little bit differently. And it's just been, I've had a blast. They let me call the offensive plays. It's been so much fun. I just can't believe it. We're undefeated. We're just having so much fun, and we are scoring. I mean, we're at a good pace scoring, especially for a third grade team. Third grade's tough because it's like herding cats out there. It's, are they listening? I don't know. I do not know. My phone's going off. Make sure I have the ringer off on that. But yeah, it's like herding cats. But such a blast. So I've been doing that. So kind of what the day's been looking like is get up, I come in, I'm at work, usually around 6, and um, I'll be honest, like I've worked out some, but I can't spend much time on it because I've just got so much sitting over there to do, and I've got to get better at that, and I'm still learning. We've had a few people come in to try and help us, um, you know, part-time employees, I guess you'd say. None have worked out yet, but we'll keep going down that road and we'll figure it out. Boy, it's tough some days being a business owner because you just don't you don't expect to be required to do the number of things that you need to do, and it's hard to do them all. So that's been fun. Just staying busy. We get here, like I said, I get here at 6 and I just start going, and then usually I'm working 3 o'clock, hop out to the school, tape ankles, pop back in the shop until about 5:45, then go to football practice from 6 to 7:30. Then after football practice, try to figure out where the family's at. Xander usually comes to football practice, the third grade practice, and kind of helps out with the linemen, which has been a lot of fun. Then we go find the family and we eat, and then it's, is there a little bit of work I can do still? Like, is there some design? Is there some invoicing? Is there some emails that need updated? There's just not enough hours in the day. Is that something you struggle with? Is it just me, or is it everybody? Because I feel like it's everybody. But crazy stuff. We're going to keep swinging the axe, and chopping the tree until we get it cut down and figured out. But I've got a hidden gem. You like that, I bet. Hidden gem in our area. This is a individual that is a Power Forge member, and she works at Brookfield Fab, but something she does for fun is she owns a business called Adorable Knots. Adorable Knots. You can find her on Facebook. Her name is Alyssa, and Alyssa Wood, and she makes these adorable crocheted stuffed animals. Look at these. We got a turtle. Look at this dinosaur. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding? This is so cool. And here we got another little guy. Look at this. So cute. And like I said, she works at Brookfield Fab, but she takes orders for these around the holidays, and we're getting close. And she comes to work out in the morning sometimes, so I would see her, and just by chance it got brought up that she makes these things, and I said, bring some in. I want to show those on the show and tell people what you do. But you can go to her page on Facebook. I'm looking at it right now, and she makes all kinds of cute stuff. I mean, little animals, and she's got beanies on here, different types of like horses, and so much. I don't know how you people crochet, because I don't even understand how you start and finish it. It looks very difficult, but great time to message her if you want to get some custom Christmas gifts made. So again, you can find her on Facebook. It's Adorable Knots, and right here in town, she can bring them to you. And it says crochet goods from plushies, hats, ear warmers, dishcloths, etc. So reach out to her. That would be a really cool gift for the holiday. Speaking of the holidays, guys, it's time. It's time to get your Shop Show Me orders in. If you've got something you've been thinking about, if you've got something that you're kind of on the fence about, now's a great time to get those orders to us, because we get Christmas busy in a hurry, and we want to make sure we get everybody's orders in and taken care of. Just reach out, whatever you're thinking. I'll give you the best deal I possibly can. That's for sure. Also, this week, 2 hidden gems. I don't even know this is a hidden gem, because this has been here a while, and I think Brookfield is really, listen to me, Brookfield is very lucky that this family started this little place here in town, outside of town, Laclede, and that is Uptown Farms. And I've got some video I'm going to throw in here. I went with my daughters, took Haven and Emerson, and we had a blast. So we come in, and I mean, immediately you see these donuts and you're like, I got to have them, but okay, we got to have fun first. So we go out and we play on the hay bales. We go out into the maze. I really feel like we were lost in the maze, and I don't even know if we made it through the correct way, but we went in and went out. It was a lot of fun. There's the little rides that they give. They've got a gigantic pumpkin trampoline, that like bounce pad that you can get on and play. We played checkers with pumpkins, which was so cool. So cool. I didn't realize that Emerson really wasn't ever taught checkers. So that was fun to just sit there and play checkers. They had the great lemonade and stuff. They got the wine for the older crowd, and just so much out there to do, from the slingshots and the hay bales and the maze and the slides. Just a blast. Make sure you get out there, take your kids, take your family. They've got live entertainment. It's just a lot of work. You know, as someone who has owned a business or 2 or 3 or more, I can just tell you that they're putting in a lot of work, and we want things like that in our area. You've got to continue to support them and get out there. I know everybody's busy, and sometimes on a weekend or something, you just want to lay around, but get out and go, and you will have a good time for sure. So huge thank you to Uptown Farms. I'm actually working on very close. We're going to have Kate, I believe, on the show, and she'll be able to talk about Uptown Farms and all the stuff she does in her career, running marathons, just so much. They were, she probably wouldn't want me to tell you this, but they were one of our donors for the football team, helped us reach our goal. Just a family that has been in the community for forever, and they do a lot. So really cool. Appreciate Uptown Farms. We've got today, actually, I'm sitting here doing this because I was supposed to have a guest on, and some stuff came up, and that person messaged and said, hey, we can't come in today. So that is why we are doing a solo episode. The first solo episode. Pretty different from what we've been doing. And I hope you guys have enjoyed what we've been doing. We're going on, this might be episode 24. I think it is, which would be 6 months. 6 months of doing podcasts. And I have just had a blast talking about the people, places, and things that make our community amazing. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I continue to think of guests. I just don't know where this ends, because there's just so many cool people and organizations and things that we need to discuss. if you have ideas, as always, please reach out, let me know, and I would love to try to make those things happen. So very cool. Our Bulldogs, got an update on the Bulldogs. You know me, I'm a football guy. It's my thing. Love it. Our high school team's 5-1, and I'm so proud of the guys. They have faced adversity. They've came up short, and they've overcame some adversity and won. And what sticks out to me is they never have gave up. And when you're a team like that that's battling, you're going to be presented with multiple opportunities where you can just say, you know what, today's not our day. This isn't our week. And you can just throw in the towel at any given moment. And they have not done that. And I am so proud of them. I coached the junior class from 3rd grade through 6th grade. The senior class, I was able to coach when they were 6th graders. And as a group, they mean a whole lot to me. And they're just great kids. And I can think of, each one and how they contribute individually to the team and all that we are. But I just really look forward to the remainder of this season, see how far we can go. There's so much potential there. They're getting better weekly. They're figuring things out. And then you got to keep in mind that we only lose 4 seniors. So next year we're going to come back loaded and hopefully make another good run. It is, for me, I've been going to Brookfield football since the 90s. But I've been helping at the field, for a number of years. And I was there for all the games where we just didn't have a great run. 2016 through, 2020, whatever it was. But there were a number of years where we just were struggling. We're struggling to get over the hump. But we were in the Clarence Cannon. It was tough. We were, numbers probably weren't high. We didn't have a ton of kids. So I remember the years we won 1 game and 2 games. And these past few years, seeing the program come back into winning ways and putting some victories together, and it changes the community. It really changes the community, the school, when we all have that just entity to root for. It brings us together. We may not be getting along, in our day-to-day life, but we all come to this game. We all support the team, and it just changes the atmosphere. So I'm just really encouraged. And on top of that, being able to coach 3rd grade, like I said, this year, Little League practices are different now. So, when I coached Xander's team back in the day, it was like, all right, you're 3rd grade, you go practice your tackling, you go practice your blocking, you go practice offense, defense, and figure it out. And then maybe if you're practicing at the same time as 4th grade, maybe you can scrimmage. They've really changed the approach, and they've created an atmosphere that encourages growth from 3rd grade through 12th grade. And what I mean by that is 3rd grade through 6th grade practice together, and we learn, those essential tackling techniques, the blocking techniques. We learn the offense as a group, and you're learning the base offense that you're progressively growing, and each year bolting on more and more, so that when you reach high school, you've been running the offense that the high school runs for years, and you're able to quickly understand the concepts and the schemes that high school team is trying to achieve. Now, that's important because football is a lot different than it used to be. And what I mean by that is, in the 90s, early 2000s, from what I remember when we played, if you had some big guys and some athletes, you just lined up and you just ran down their throat. And it was like, our guys are gonna beat your guys. And I really feel like an advancement in technology and in coaching and in techniques, you're seeing the high school level of football, and even further down, really trickle down into concepts and teaching kids a much bigger scheme to what's happening on the field. So that means when you as a fan are watching a play, you may watch a play and be discouraged or upset that it didn't get a result, but you're not seeing it from field level or at a level where you can see everything that's going on. So there may have been multiple options on that play. There are blocking schemes, and all of those things are affected by how does the defense adjust and what are the linebackers doing and how are what coverage are they in? Is it cover 1, cover 2, cover 3? There's so much going on in that field. It's hard when you hear people yell, "Oh, you gotta block," or you gotta make that play, when there's a lot that goes into it. And it's really cool what Brookfield as a community is doing there for the teams. And I would say our youth programs are very successful right now. And you always hope that those groups continue to be successful as they go into middle school and high school. And that's the goal. The goal is to have fun when you're young and learn the game and learn to enjoy the game and your teammates. And then as you get older, you want to be really competitive when you're in, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. That's the goal. And if you can somehow build a program where in a small community, you've got 10 plus seniors every year, you're going to be good at football. Yeah, you're going to be hard to beat if you got a group of, 17, 18-year-olds out there. So there's my update. That's the update right now. I am going to get back to work. I've got tumblers to burn. I've got plaques to burn. I've got hats to make. I've got polos to make. I've got coats to make. I've got signs to make. I've got yard signs to make. And we're not even talking about the t-shirts and the designs that need to be done. I'm getting a little overwhelmed just sitting here talking about it. But I appreciate you all. I appreciate the time that you've devoted to watching this show. I look forward to continuing to grow it. If you're interested in being a sponsor, let me know. I would love to talk about your business on here. I would love to come in and film some pieces of what you do and try to highlight that to our audience. And the fact that you guys watch and share, it encourages us here to keep going. So appreciate you all very much. That's going to do it for today. Interesting episode. Just me, solo. It's a shorter episode too, so maybe you like that. Some people have told me, hey, your episodes are getting a little too long. You know what? If someone has taken time out of their life to come in and talk to me about what they're doing, I'm gonna let them tell me the full story. I'm gonna let them tell me the full story, and we're gonna hear about it. And I hope you guys enjoy that, and you listen when you can, and then you jump back in when you get free time. So that's it. That stuff matters. Who'd have thought? See you guys next week.
That stuff matters. Oh yeah, it does. The little things, the big because